once again, it's a door, adding
Ah,
dose of reality to everything.
slash
True and
friend
true.
drink. Right.
Right, exactly.
Yo, we just chilling today. We actually found a little life cheat code and chilling at the wire.
Yep,
Uh, at the pool today.
yep.
Only got one.
With a big piece of ice.
Yeah. So we kind of got us a little miniature date.
Yep, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Got 1 out of 4, so
We
not
had
bad.
nachos and ice cream. Don't tell the others.
Right, they'll find out. Yep, I'm sure they will.
Hey, so quick topic.
Yeah, wanted to talk about uh, just the pressures of trying to live two separate lives, trying to live one life that's pleasing to people and another life that people don't know about. So that's, of course, being a hypocrite. It's not necessarily just being a part of Christianity and Christian life, but being hypocritical, living one life in the job arena, but another life outside.
Yeah.
Just different parts of life in general, whether it could be you're portraying to be one thing in front of a certain family, but portraying to be something else in front of another set of family. So a lot of people do that too, but just the pressures of it because it comes with a lot of loss, a lot of headaches. It comes with a lot of just pressure to perform, and that's why I believe that we have a lot of performers. Mainly like when it comes down to Christianity and the body of Christ, we got a lot of performers, and but we don't have too many heartfelt, believers because everybody's trying to do holy, trying to do what looks to be, right, righteous or holy.
Do holy instead of be holy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So,
But
of course.
you know what? There's a lot of people that's like, fake it till you make it. You know,
Yeah.
not not submit until period. Submit until
Right.
period.
Right.
Um, yeah, I kind of feel like it should be. You know what, girl? Sit down. If these walls can talk, because you know, a lot of people are one way
Hmm.
at work and a whole different way at the crib. You one way at church and a whole nother way at home.
Yeah.
Um, you one way with your friends and another way with your family. And
Yeah.
so, honestly, you get to a point, a spot of identity crisis all the way around. Because I've been faking it for so long, I'm not sure which one of these is the real one.
Right.
I'm
Yep.
not sure. I've been giving all these different personalities or parts of myself so much value. I'm not sure which one is dominant. I'm not sure,
Yep.
and a lot of times, and let's use the pandemic for instance, God will break away everything so that you can try to get back to figuring out who is it that God called? Because did he call you or your alter ego? Did he call you or your home personality? Did he call you or your work personality? Or your home, you know what I'm saying? Your church personality. Because it's going to be the real you that attracts real people like you.
Yeah.
And if the real you ain't redeemed, and the real you isn't transparent, and the real you isn't ready to face realities,
Yep.
everybody loses.
Yeah. Because it's just like these.
All the people attached to you lose. All the blood on your hand
Yep.
dries. It may dry up, but it's still gonna be blood on your hand.
Yeah. We're just like
Okay,
these
okay.
actors and actresses. Uh, it's just like a lot of these actors and actresses. Even in the Hollywood arena, they have to portray a certain character, depending on the movie, depending on the role that they're playing, depending on what the just the persona is. They got to portray just a different character, and so a lot of times that can cause even issues in your real personality because you spend 6 months trying to play this person who's a villain, in a movie, and you have to really hone into this craft, hone into this role, and the next thing you know, um, 3 months from that, you play a person who's real meek and mild and real sensitive and real, just gentle. And, that's a drastic
That's
change.
such a great analogy, bro.
Yeah.
Because that movie that we tried to watch the other night,
Yeah.
Unhinged.
Unhinged, yeah.
Yo, besides the fact that the movie is bananas, Russell Crowe put on like 100 pounds for that joint.
Yeah. Yeah, he was
So that gives me a whole nother layer to that. So you had to put on 100 pounds to get into character.
Yeah.
So what you gotta do, what kind of detox, life detox, will you have to go through to get ready for the next movie?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And so that's the whole issue, even with, people in the body of Christ, people in the kingdom, we're portraying these roles, trying to, act a certain way, and it's not profiting us anything. It's not benefiting us. All it is causing us to not really know who we really are. But people, they fall in love with a persona based upon what we show them. I've always looked up to certain, people, even in entertainment. I've looked up to superheroes that were fiction, and, guys that played, my favorite superheroes like Batman and stuff like that. But, it'd be naive of me to think that that's how they really are in real life, because they were just playing a role, in order to get paid like a job, So that's the thing. What do you do when being someone that you're not is your day-to-day job? You have to do it for a living. That's the hard part. Too many of us are working for free, and so it's a real damaging thing to our character, real damaging thing to our integrity, because when people really find out the real us, then that's when they really start to, blame us, blame God. They blame, everything, that's going on. They blame us for it, but this is who we were the whole time.
Yo, and a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So,
yeah,
all these facets you playing, and we're not talking about you being able to multitask. We're talking about you being able to be the same person in every task.
Yep.
Okay? Not that you don't put on your administrator hat or your Bob the Builder hat or whatever, but your personality does not shift in these things that that you adjust to.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey. But if a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, how do you proceed? Because you have split personality.
Yep.
You have split visions, and it's going to be really hard for you to hear from God.
Yeah.
Because if God is speaking to you, which one of you is receiving it, and which one of you is applying it?
Man. Yeah, that's heavy. That's real hard. Yeah. That's real hard.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's so many facets to multi-personality disorders, which...
Schizophrenic, I believe that is.
Which can be... Oh, Lord. Which can be diagnosed, deliverance and Jesus and therapy, okay? Jesus and therapy.
Oh, yeah.
Deliverance and the couch.
The two work well together. Yep. Because if you're able to get therapy on a natural end and also couple it with a spiritual aspect, then you pretty much, you got that thing wrapped, kind of wrapped under your finger, because you got the spiritual side dealt with, and you got the natural side dealt with. And so as a result of that, it'll be much harder for that thing to creep back in, whatever it is, because now you know how to fight it from a spiritual standpoint and a natural standpoint. Yeah. And I think that's why, a lot of us stay so hypocritical, so to speak, because we don't know how to really combat the very things that, we're up against, that's causing us to switch roles and to switch dynamics, and even when that person even if you're performing for a person and that person leaves the earth and they're gone, now you're really
in identity crisis, because my audience has disappeared, because your audience was always the wrong way.
Yep.
Your audience was outward when it should have been upward.
Yep.
Everything we do should be towards the audience of one. The way I treat my husband or the way I serve my husband should be as unto God. I should not do better at serving at church than I do my husband. I should not do better at serving at work than I do my children. Like, it should be all done as to the audience of one, as if I'm doing it to honor God, period, point blank. And that was going to bring me to my next point with this, because when you're leading a double life, and I can only speak for myself, like, everybody in your household is going to suffer. Your spouse is going to suffer. Your children will suffer, because how and when do I turn those switches off?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
Are they getting regular mommy, or are they getting this other person?
Right.
Are they you know what I mean? Who are they getting? And you want to give your children pure love from your heart, from the heart of God. But when your heart is tainted, when it's deceitfully wicked, when you can see everybody else's issue but your own, you can see everything everybody else is going through but you. And to be very honest, I had to deal with this lately, well, a while back, and in a scenario, and God had to show me. Why do you allow yourself to deal with X, Y, Z? It's not that you just curse the fruit, but deal with the root. Really? You're just gonna pour out a whole bottle of water. Don't just curse the fruit, but deal with the root. Put that on the shirt. Put that on the shirt. Baby, put that on your shirt, don't you?
That's good stuff.
But yeah, I had to deal with myself.
Yeah.
It's not just about the person, you know what I'm saying, that I'm having conflict with or whatever. Yes, that may be a real issue, but I have to deal with why I see it the way I do, why I'm dealing with it the way I am, so that I don't hurt anyone else in my home in the process of the healing.
Yeah, that's why healing is so important. And sometimes we don't know that we need to be healed until things come crashing down on us. And, you know, we think about the fact that we've been faking it for so long, you know, so.
And then you can't even remember when you first started faking it.
Right.
Yo.
Yep. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I think that's pretty much, you know, where this whole generation and this whole new age of, you know, humanism is. Like, we put on certain fronts, and we put on certain, you know, performances, because we think that that's how we got to be, and that's how people want us to be. But in all essence, you know, we want real, but we're not portraying real.
Right.
And that's, you know, we always say keeping it real, keep it at 100, but very, very few of us do that on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. But you know what, honestly, you can't expect nobody to be real with you when they can't be real with themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But again, to recap, therapy and Jesus.
Yep.
Couch and deliverance.
Yep.
We love y'all.
All right. Take it easy. This has been Adore.
We're going to enjoy the rest of our date.
Right.
Chandler Moore style.